Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Expert Suck Sports Betting Podcast. I am Mike Day, and I am joined by nice shirt, Brad Thurman. I love it.
Yeah, it was on top, so that's what I put on.
Nice. Well, that is. And now, if you're not watching us live on the YouTube stream and you're listening to this on Spotify, Brad is wearing the best Boston Celtics T-shirt. So
No, it's not a Boston Celtics. It's just a Boston, Massachusetts. So sorry, it's
uh,
not a Celtics.
we're going to say it's Celtics, though. I'm
Okay.
going to say it's Celtics. So. All right. So, welcome everybody to the show. We are the Expert Suck Sports Betting Podcast. And what we do, we are in season 2 of football. And if you're just joining us for the first time, we are a podcast that goes directly against the experts in a pick six contest. It can be college or pro. So, but we have some criterias that we do that we're not just going against a small amount of experts. We're trying to go against a full consensus of the experts. So uh, the criteria is 65% of the experts have to be on a game or more. And then at least 75 experts have to be picking that side of the game. And then we go the opposite.
Did you say 75% or 65?
65% have to be on the game. 75 experts have to be picking
75
that game.
experts, yes, got it.
So
I think I
we're,
finally understand our rules.
yeah. And we are in week 3 of this contest, going into week 3. We follow the NFL in this contest. So we know that it's week 4 of college, but it just kind of works itself out with the pick six contest. So then what we do is, well, the first half of the show, we review last week's games, give you our season total, other statistics that we're looking at, our head-to-head results between me and Brad on our personal picks, game review, and then the second half of the show, we give our picks for this week. So how are we feeling, Brad?
Um,
After 2 weeks.
After 2 weeks, it felt like we dodged a couple bullets last week.
Yes, sir.
So we didn't have as good of a week as week 1, but week 1 was 5-1. It's going to be really difficult to have those kind of weeks all the time.
Only
Our,
one way to beat that.
yeah, yeah. But we always say our goal every week is to get to 3 wins. We did that last week by the skin of our teeth. So again, anytime we're 3-3, I'm going to be pleased with that going against the experts. They're supposed to pick these games right, and that's our whole point of doing this is to say we don't think you're as good as what you think you are. Mike and I both know that we're not as good as what we think we are, and we're just trying to prove to the world that like this is such a fickle little thing that we do with sports betting, and anyone can call themselves an expert, but let's face it, there's so many other factors that go into it, being right or wrong. And we're just trying to prove that everyone out there doing their own sports betting, you're just as good as the experts. And we're proving it
Oh,
out
for sure.
through 2 weeks again.
Yeah, yeah. So, so yeah, we were 3-3, and we've said before that you and I, we text each other when we get that third win. We're like, oh yeah, now we're good. Now we're good.
Now we're good.
So, yeah. So, um, so let's go over. So we know we were 3-3 last week. Let's
Yep.
that gives us our season totals. Let's where are we at on season total?
Now, do you have that on a nifty slide for those watching on
Oh,
YouTube?
I don't have our statistics on a slide. I only have our
Yeah.
last week's picks and this week's picks. I got to make another slide with our cool statistics.
Yes, we do. So we are 8-4. So that's a 67% win rate, which again is fantastic. If we can maintain that over 60%, which is going to be difficult to do, but if we do, like that would be amazing. So to start the year this strong at 8-4, I am over the moon about.
Yes, yes. So, um, yeah, I mean, if we can stay over 60%, then that is just huge. The season total, so we do this one, the season total on all the qualifying games from our pick slate. So every game that can qualify that 65% or higher on our pick slate, if we were just blindly going on the other side, the expert suck picks, um, let's go through that one.
So actually, we we joke tongue in cheek about the expert sucking. They actually had a pretty good week last week because I think after week one on all of our qualifying games, which was 25 of them, I believe we would have been like 65 or 67%.
Yes, we were 16-9.
Yeah, it plummeted down to 53%. So the experts had a really good week. And now for the season total, for all of those qualifying games, we would be at 27 and 24. So still 3 games above, and still we'd be making money at this point. But the experts did have a good week last week.
Right, right. Yeah, I noticed that when I was reviewing the games and tallying them. I'm like, oh man, there was a lot of red on, or a lot of green on the expert side, a lot of red on the expert suck side. So I was like, ooh, can't have
Yeah,
too many of those weeks,
no,
or else we may
no.
not be proving our point very well.
Well, but actually, we being 3-3 when the 26 games that we had to choose from, it was very much lopsided. It was like 75% they got right. It means that we definitely picked the right games.
Yes,
Going
yes,
3-3.
yeah,
So pretty happy with that. And personally, for our $20 bet, you took
yeah.
a little
The
lead,
head-to-head results.
which I also got lucky on because you had a backdoor loss, which you could have easily been 8-4 right now. I had a horrible week at 2-4, so I'm 5-7, and you are 7-5. So you've got a 2-game lead on me.
Yeah, and that one game, um, yeah, not not happy with that. That was, yeah,
I
I don't know.
I was
It
thrilled.
happens.
I was
Yeah,
thrilled.
and I think I texted you. I'm like, they're gonna backdoor this.
Yep.
It was the Cardinals game, Arizona Cardinals.
Oh yeah.
Um, yeah,
Yeah. Less than
I'm like,
2 minutes, and they were like first and goal at whatever it was, and yep, easy score.
yeah, yeah, that wasn't great. And then the final statistic we look at is the highest percent game that we pick each week. So, say for example, last week the highest game was 73%, and we were tracking. So it's just one, but we're tracking each week if we do hit the highest percentage game. And so far, we are still shut out. We are still
Yeah.
over.
Yeah.
0 for 2.
Last year we did really well. I think the first 3 or 4 weeks we won all of those, and this year it's been the opposite. So hopefully this week we'll get on the winner side of that one. But yeah, it's interesting to see again this year's stats versus last year. But again, the main stat we're looking at is total, and we're at 8-4.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
let's keep rolling.
I think that puts us, we're probably still in the around the top 10% of the pool
Yes, we
for season total. So,
yeah, I think it's even better than that. I think we're top 5% right now.
yeah. So, yeah. I mean, we can't have too many 3-3s, but
Nope.
um I know, we'll be all right. So, should we review
Yeah, let's
the
go.
the 3 wins and the 3 losses from last week?
Absolutely. And the way you put these on there, we go from the highest percentage down to the lowest percentage as far as the
Yeah.
expert go.
If anybody wants to see that a different way, or if you want to see that a different way, I'll change it up, Brad. If you want to see all the wins first and then the losses or whatever,
No,
I just do it from the highest percentage because that's one of the ones that we're
yeah,
tracking.
no, I think it's good. I think that's good.
Cool, cool.
All
All
right.
right. Hold on. There's one in here where I'm gonna see what the order goes, because there's one in here I want you to do. I think, and I think it might be. Oh, it might be the number 5 on the
Yeah,
list.
yeah.
Okay, so that gives you all the odds, and I'll do the evens.
Okay. As you can tell, we don't practice this before we get going. We just get going. We just talk.
Yep. Yeah. Which some of the charm of the show, Brad.
Oh, that's awesome. All right. So I'll take game one. And we've already mentioned that we lost this one. 73% of the experts were on the San Francisco 49ers. They were at New Orleans. They were -3. So we had New Orleans at +3. Even though, like the final score was 26-21, I don't know. Like I watched Red Zone, so I was kind of watching at this one all game long. It never felt to me like we really had a shot at this one. It just felt like San Francisco had it the entire time. And I never felt like they were going to cover that, even though, at the end, they potentially could have driven down and scored for the win. But I don't know. To me, it just never felt like we had a shot at that one.
Yeah. And when did Mac Jones decide that he could actually play football? I don't know. I mean, because that was our whole
Yeah.
look at this game was that
Purdy's
Brock Purdy wasn't playing.
out. Yep.
So I would still take my chances against Mac Jones, right? So
Yeah.
whatever. I mean,
So there's lost one.
yep. So then the next one is down into the 70%. 70% of the experts were on Arkansas, the Razorbacks, at Ole Miss, -7. And the final score of that game was 41-35.
Missed it by
missed it by,
2 points.
Missed it by a point. Well, 2 points, for the win. Not a lot to say about this game. I think it started off at -8.5. So even getting the closing line value, we didn't cover.
Yeah, I mean, it started 12.5. And we were talking about this one right before the show.
This is the one.
The final spread was -3.5. So
on Saturday morning,
on Saturday, when it locked in for us on Thursday, it was -7. So it dropped by half of that. So again, like even if we would have placed this bet on Saturday, we would have covered.
Right. Oh, and we would have really loved that 3.5 number on Ole Miss on Saturday. But what we have to explain too is the contest we're in, the lines don't change after Thursday. When they release them. So whatever they are today, that's where they're going to be on Saturday and Sunday. Right. Unfortunately, but it's just the way the contest works.
Right. Even if a quarterback goes down or a hurricane blows in or a snowstorm, the line's going to stay the same. So, the good news is we have until, Saturday morning at whatever, 3 a.m. to make our picks. So if something happens on Friday, we can always go in and we always hold the caveat that we can make changes to our picks as well up to Friday night. So even though we broadcast them today, it doesn't mean that, we can't turn back and say, we don't like this game anymore because the entire defense has the flu, so we're not going to pick them anymore.
Right. Okay. So, I mean, that's another loss. So we're at this point with these ones, we are 0-2. So now the next three might be a little bit happier.
Yeah. So this one we had 70% of the experts were on Wake Forest at home versus NC State. This was another 7 points. So Wake was 7-point favorite, right? Or no, NC State was a 7-point favorite. Sorry about that. And Thursday game, it didn't start off good.
No.
Very first kickoff. Like I'm barely out the door and you're texting me going, we're already losing. And then, if you listened last week, I was heading to bowling. And by the time I got to the bowling alley, it was 14-0. Wake Forest was ahead. And I'm like, well, 0-1 to start the week.
Yeah, I didn't feel good about it either because NC State was not playing good.
No, not at all. But they ended up winning by 10. So we to me, that was a lucky win. Maybe it's not lucky, but just with the way it started, when you need more than 7 points and you're already down 14-0 in the first quarter, you're not going to cover those very often. So again, lucky for us that did happen. But yeah, that was our first victory of the week.
Yeah, and I mean, lucky that NC State, they're a way more talented team than Wake Forest. So in the second half, they just kind of leaned on them. Their talent came through. I think they finally realized that they can't be losing to Wake Forest,
Right.
and they kind of put it on them in the second half. So yeah, that was a good win. And that's if we have a Thursday game, it's always a good way to start the week with a 1-0, because then we're 1/3 of the way there to our
Right.
first 3 wins. So yeah, I
But
like winning Thursday games.
for our personal picks, you'll be happy to know that I'm known for picking Thursday games and losing.
Did you do the 2?
I did 2, so you'll be happy
Nice.
to know that for our personal picks, yeah, I've got 2 going tonight.
I have
Outside of
1.
our expert picks, but yeah, let's go Buffalo Bills tonight. It's a big number, but hopefully they can do it.
Yeah, yeah, and we'll talk a little bit about that when we do
Yep.
the picks for this week. So the 4th game last week, 68% of the experts were on Texas State at Arizona State. Arizona State was a 16.5-point favorite, so they were laying 16.5. The final score was 34-15. So we got there. I mean,
We did.
yeah, yeah.
Like,
It wasn't easy. It wasn't
no,
easy, but they eventually covered the line, and yeah, this was one of the ones where you're like, oh no, because it went up from 14.5 to 16.5. Like, oh boy. But we stuck with it, and yeah, it paid off. So
well, and we don't have to mark Arizona State off of our since they that
yeah,
first week we went off on
they
them
were close. They
last
were
week.
close to
They were close to doing it again to us.
yeah.
But
At that point, they would have been dead to us at that point.
oh yeah, oh yeah. So there's win
Game
2.
5.
Should we go to game 5? Our
Yeah, this one. Yeah, this one. I was saving for you.
So 68% of the experts were on Denver Broncos or Broncos at Indy. Denver was a 1.5 favorite. So, we talked at length last week about, well, Denver can win, by a point, and we'll have best of both worlds. We'll get the victory and we'll cover. We had a potential for that
Yes, we did.
several different times. Like it was hovering right around there. And if Lutz would have kicked the field goal, they would have been up by 5. And I'm like, well, Indy could go down and score a touchdown and go for 2 and miss.
Yes.
And, anyway, there was all these scenarios going on. But the unthinkable happened, and we missed the field goal, and then we allowed them to get down there to kick a 60-yarder. The coaches for Indy did a horrible job of clock management in the last 2 minutes. We've talked about this before, how these college and pro coaches have no clue.
You shouldn't be. Um, okay, I'll go back to what we were doing before. Sorry, I remembered I had slides, but
No, you're good. But unfortunately, for Bronco fans out there, we ended up losing, and you and I won, but it wasn't like I took great pride in picking this game. So that was kind of a bummer loss. Again, it was kind of like the silver lining. And well, if we're going to lose, at least we picked it.
yeah, and the way they lost was just kind of dumb. I mean, how often is that call even made
Right.
in, in the NFL?
Yes.
So conspiracy theorists had a field day with that one. Like, majority of the bets were on Denver. So did that ref get buzzed in the middle of that play and was like, "Oh no,
Right.
we can't have that."
Yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily buy into the conspiracy. Like,
No, I don't. That's one of the few that I don't buy into.
yeah, I mean, because with all of that, it would be like then they told Lutz to miss that field goal and hit the post, and like, no, I don't buy into those conspiracies. But
Nah,
um, anyway,
it's all part of the game. It's all
yeah,
part of the game.
that was again good for us, bad for the Broncos. We'll be talking about that loss probably for the rest of the season when it comes down to making the playoffs or not making the playoffs. All
Yeah,
right,
exactly.
I'll let you handle
Okay, game.
the sixth game, the worst one out of the bunch.
Oh yeah, this was so bad. 65% of the experts were on UTEP, University of Texas El Paso, at Texas, the Texas Longhorns, and they were a 40.5 point favorite. And I mean, everything in the world says that Texas should beat UTEP by 6 touchdowns. I mean, come on, you're that much better than them.
Yeah.
But what we're finding out is, and it begs a question: is Arch Manning actually any good at football? Right?
He had one good game so far against a really weak opponent. He's going
And
to have,
even here, he should have.
yeah, absolutely should have. Like, even if they would have won by 4 touchdowns or 32 points, still would have sucked for us. But 17 points, they won by 17.
Yeah. Yeah. 27-10, and you're a 40.5 point favorite, and you're only winning by 17 against UTEP.
Yeah.
I think Texas is not as good as their preseason rank, and they're probably not as good as their current rank.
No, I would agree. I think a few teams
They
fall into that, but Texas is definitely one of those.
they can't be playing like this once they get into the SEC schedule. They're going to get drubbed.
Yes, absolutely.
They're right now. I would say they're a mid SEC school. Georgia's better than them. Alabama's better than them. Vandy is better than them.
It might be better than them. Absolutely.
Yeah,
They've got Vandy has a better quarterback. That's for sure.
Oh, for sure. Oklahoma's better than them, and Oklahoma has a better quarterback.
Yep.
Have you seen that guy?
Oh yeah.
Mantier?
Yeah.
That guy's awesome. He's what Texas wished they had in Arch Manning.
Well, yeah, it should be interesting. Again, they have an opportunity to put one on. Again, I think they're a 30-some point favorite, but it's like, yeah, I'm staying away from that one. Not even coming close to.
But what we need to do is we need to keep an eye on if the experts are on the Texas side, like the majority of the experts are on the Texas side. Then we got to look and see how many points we're getting.
Right.
And look at whatever team that is.
Absolutely.
So let's kind of put a little star next to Texas as a go against a go against team.
Well,
so yeah, I mean that was a loss, and I don't know. That puts us at 3-3.
Yep. Well, besides that one though, when you look at the spreads for the other 5 games, like we were close to not covering, and we did, but on the ones that the other 2 that we lost, those could have easily gone in our favor as well. So we were just a player or 2 away from having another 5 in 1 week. All right.
Yeah.
So let's move on then to
let me see.
All right.
Okay. Did this put you off screen again?
Nope.
Are you on screen? Oh, nice.
Okay. I'm on screen. Doesn't say offline.
Oh, we're good to go then. All right.
Yep. Now we've got
because this is this week.
Yep.
Oops. Oh, don't want to give too much away. All right. So
well, I started with the recap. So do you want to start with this one?
Yeah, sure. So as you can see with our cool slides, sorry on Spotify, you're not getting to see the cool slides. You got to come into the live stream. But this week, starting off with 74% of the experts are on the Indianapolis Colts at the Tennessee Titans. and the Tennessee Titans are getting 4 points. So we are going to be on Tennessee plus 4.
Yep.
Um,
Uh,
what do you think about this?
well, I mean, I know my rationale for picking this one was, the Titans. We know they're not a great team, but they're a much better team at home. And same with the Colts. Colts are much better at home. And these kind of games just have a tendency to be tighter. And the Titans, even when they haven't been great, have a way of upsetting teams at home. So that's kind of what I was going with.
And I think the Titans are getting a little bit better. They do have a good quarterback. Cam
Yeah.
Ward is, and he's going to continue to get better.
Yep.
So yeah, we saw him play good series against the Broncos when they were here. I think he had some good series last week. He's just got to play maybe a complete game.
Yeah.
And they're going to be super psyched at home. This is, I think, Tennessee's first home game, if I'm correct, but I'd have to go back and look that up. I don't know if they were at home last week or not.
Yeah.
I know they were in Denver the first week. So,
Right.
yeah, so this might be some home field advantage, something that gets them all excited, and they stay within a field goal.
That's always our hope is that home team is going to be playing harder than they typically would. And this week we had a lot of away teams that we were having to choose from. So this is another reason why I'm like, yeah, I like taking the home teams, and you'll see kind of that playing out in our 6 as well. We sprinkled some home teams in there.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was nice.
All right. Well, second one, 73% of the experts are on the Trojans. They are at home, USC, playing Michigan State. USC is an 18.5-point favorite. So, yeah, I mean, USC is a great team, but Michigan State, they're starting off 3-0. They're not going to be playing for a national championship, but compared to what they've been the last couple of years, they're starting pretty strong, and they're solid on both sides of the ball. And like 3 touchdowns, that's a big gap. So
that's a lot.
Anything over 17 points for me, I'm like, that's against a strong team. Like, this one was one of them I marked right away going, I could see them covering this one.
Well, and I don't know if USC necessarily has played a big game yet.
Yep.
So this could be a little bit of a test. I think Michigan State's a little bit better than maybe everybody's giving them credit for.
Right.
I mean, they're better than they were.
Yes, absolutely.
Or better than they have been as well. So 18.5 points. When I first saw that, I'm like, that seems like we should take that.
Right. Yeah, I thought the same thing. If Michigan State were 1-2 or something, I might have avoided it altogether. But a 3-0 team, like, they're 3-0 for a reason. And yeah, let's hope that they go to the West Coast and fight like they have been.
This is definitely USC's first test. Their first game was Missouri State, and then Georgia Southern, and then Purdue.
Yeah.
Like, they really haven't played that quality of an opponent yet. So, yeah, I think I like it. I like it.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
So the next this is going to be a great game, and I'm hoping to catch most or all of this game. But 72% of the 72% of the experts are on Illinois at Indiana. Indiana is a 6-point favorite, so Indiana -6. So we are on the Hoosiers at home. Yeah, boy, at least it's not 7.
Yep, and that's exactly where we were at. Like, it's under 7. Illinois is a great team as well, but I don't know. Indiana's firepower to me is what made me go. They're at home and going to be pumped up for this one. So I think they can potentially even win by double digits. But yeah, I love them at home.
Yeah, I do too. Illinois is a really good team. They have a really good defense. It's going to be a little bit of contrasting styles because Illinois is just going to try to control the ball, run the ball, play really good defense, stop Indiana, and Indiana is always looking to open it up. So, I mean, I do like the home field advantage
Yeah.
for the Hoosiers.
Yep. 100%.
Yeah. All right. This
All
next
right.
one.
Well, let's go to the fourth
Yeah.
one. If you want to
Oh, that's
on the slide, move forward.
there we go.
I know it's tough. Okay. There we go. So
Yeah.
70% of the experts are on Georgia Tech. They're at home versus Temple. Georgia Tech is a 23.5 point favorite over Temple. Again, they're at home. So, this one, it's a lot of points. And it's very similar to what we're talking about with Michigan State. Um, Georgia Tech isn't world beaters. Temple isn't either, but 24 points is a lot of points. And I'm just not seeing it out of Georgia Tech so far this year.
Yeah. Um, well, here was my kind of handicap of this game is that Georgia Tech runs clock, like because of the way that their offense is. It's Haynes King with the RPO. I mean, we saw it. You saw it as a CU fan, and they just chew up yardage. They run it. They chew clock, and I think that might shorten the game. And so here's another one of those ones where if Temple can just score
Yep.
on a shortened game, I think they can stay within the number.
Yeah, and again, like Georgia Tech, their defense is middle of the pack. I think they're overall they're ranked 69th in total defense. So it's not like they're just going to completely shut them out. So
Yeah, let's just hope for like 8-minute drives, 10-minute drives by Georgia Tech.
yep.
Temple gets some type of field goal, touchdown, a little bit of luck,
Well,
short game, and
yeah, and I think the experts or the odds makers, not the experts, but the odds makers, they Georgia Tech wouldn't beat number 12 Clemson last week, but I think from what we've seen from Clemson, they're not a great team this year. So this number to me is a little bit inflated, and if our assessment is right, we will cover this one.
yeah. So how about like I don't know 20. I don't know. It might be more than 28, but 28-10, 31-10. That'd
Yeah,
work.
let's go with that one. Let's go with that.
Let's go with that. All right, next one. Me or you?
This is you.
Oh, okay. 69% of the experts are on the Kansas City Chiefs at the New York Giants. And the New York Giants are getting 6 points at home. So we are on the Giants. Exactly. Right. Okay. So the only thing and one of the things, not the only thing, but one of the things I do like is Kansas City is not a cover team. And this has been true for, I think, going on 2.5 years or so.
A couple of seasons now. Yep.
They are an under ATS against the spread ATS team. So Giants getting points at home. I like that. Giants are playing better. Maybe Russ can let Russ cook. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I
Oh.
we always just think of the Chiefs like you said, like a few years ago when they were covering all the time, and I was betting the Chiefs to cover constantly because they were just blowing people out. But you're right, the last season or two, they've really struggled doing that and going on the road, especially to the East Coast. Teams just have a tougher time there. So, and as we know, the Chiefs are struggling. I know it's only 2 games in, but they haven't looked like the Chiefs of the past. And let's just hope this week they remain struggling I still think they're going to win, but I think the Giants can for sure cover this one, which is why we picked it.
Yeah. Okay. We'll do this one. I can see the Chiefs lucking out on like some final drive by Mahomes and his little minions and kicking a field goal. Butker kicks like a 48-yard field goal to win the game by 3. Fine. That's just do that, I guess.
Yeah, I'm okay with that for a lot of reasons. One because I have Butker in a fantasy football league, so I like
Nice. Okay. Okay, I'm rooting for that then.
that. Okay, and our final game. This one, 65%.
Oh,
65%
so much.
experts. Yep.
Yeah, so much like back and forth by me and Brad on trying to get to a 6th game.
Yeah.
And this one was just like, okay. This is the Eeyore game.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. So experts have Michigan going to Nebraska. Michigan's a 2-point favorite. So Michigan is a ranked team. I don't have it in front of me what they're ranked. 20th,
22, I think.
22, something like that. So this kind of goes into, the little thing that I put out last week with Vegas knows something. So when you have a home team that's ranked and they're like less than 3-point favorite against an unranked team, you have to like listen to Vegas because they know something. This is a little different because Michigan is going on the road, but they're still a ranked team and they are a 2-point favorite. So, and yes, Nebraska's 3-0. They look much better, but why aren't they ranked? If it's this close of a game, Nebraska should be ranked as well. So this is one of those again that we said, okay, let's go with that philosophy. Because if you remember last week when I said the one game, the South Carolina game, they were at home and they were -3 against Vandy. And what did Vandy do? They beat them 31-7.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
not only did Vegas know something, but Vandy knew something as well. So this somewhat fits into that bucket that we're kind of hoping is the same.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense to me, and I'm glad you brought that up, because, like you said in the text just last night, it's worked out, what, the last 3 times you've
Yeah.
noticed that?
Yep.
Yeah. So,
So
you know
far this year it's 3-0, and I am going to be keeping track of it every week to see. Again, it's not going to be 100% like nothing is, but it's just something that I've noticed over the years, and it's playing out that way again. So,
but if it hits more often than not, then,
yeah,
it's a good trend
right,
to keep an eye on. I mean, and sometimes you're just looking for tiny advantages as a sports bettor
right,
to, at least give yourself an advantage or a better chance of hitting your side.
yep.
Yeah, I like that.
And for me, I still don't have the guts enough to take a game like that, meaning like the underdog. But at least I avoid it because I used to take the sucker bet and and thinking, oh, South Carolina 3 points, they're at home, they're ranked, they're 11th. Are you kidding me? Of course they're going to kill them, and then they end up
Right,
losing.
right.
So I'm just avoiding that game altogether. Eventually, once I see more stats on it, then I'll start to bet the opposite side for that team to cover. But for now, I'm just going to avoid those games.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
All
Okay.
right. Well,
Should we do a quick recap of
go for it.
the week 3 picks? Okay. So for week 3, and for those of you listening on Spotify and not looking at our cool slides, I'm going to do a little quick recap for you. Game 1, 74% of the experts are on the Colts at the Titans, +4. We are on the Titans. 73% of the experts are on USC at home against Michigan State. We are getting Michigan State +18.5. Game 3, 72% of the experts are on Illinois at Indiana. That gives us the Hoosiers -6. And then game 4, 70% of the experts are on Georgia Tech at home against Temple. That gives us the Owls +23.5. And then game 5, 69% of the experts are on the Kansas City Chiefs at the New York Giants, giving us the Giants +6. And then the last game, game 6, 65% of the experts are on Michigan at Nebraska. That gives us the Bug Eaters +2. Did you know that? That was their name before Cornhuskers.
I was born in Omaha and was a Cornhuskers fan growing up. I've never heard that until today. So
Nice.
thank you for that.
See? I'm dropping knowledge.
It feels like that was a made up thing, though. I'm just saying.
It's no. Ask any ask your family.
Ask Jeeves.
Yeah, ask go to Grok. That's AI. But no, okay, so shout out to the NASCAR gambling podcast, Cody Zeeb, who is a Nebraska guy. I have said Bug Eaters in the comments before, and he loved it. He's like that. Go Bug Eaters. So did you Google it?
I'm looking at it right now.
Nice.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's awesome. The name was a joke. Anyway, I'm not going to sit here and read it on the podcast, but no, that's that's pretty funny.
That's awesome. So we're rooting for him. We're rooting for the Bug Eaters.
Yes, we are.
And we are rooting for tonight. We are rooting for the Buffalo Bills -11 over the Miami Dolphins.
Yep.
And then what is your second one?
I've got Rice playing Charlotte, and they're a 2.5-point favorite on the road. But yeah, everything I've read about this one from the experts. So please, experts, be right on this one. Yeah, everything is pointing to Rice is just a way better team than Charlotte, and Charlotte can't score a point. So,
all right.
But
good luck on that.
We don't know how my Thursday night, endeavors go. So I'm a little nervous about it.
Yeah, if history stands, yeah, you have a little bit to be nervous about. I don't know. I'm always of the mind that if you like the game, no matter what night it's on, then just play it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree. So good luck again this week. Especially in
we got that in. We got everything covered. Good luck with your 6 picks, Brad. Good luck with everybody else. PSA, we don't recommend any of you using any of our picks. And if you do so at your own risk. Use your own money. And don't blame us if you go 5-1 or 1-5.
Or 1-5. Yeah, this is all done in fun. We have a great time doing this, but we all know that those who are listening have a great time with this pool that we're in. And yeah, it's just a great time every week to watch some games and, get pissed off and then, cheer when you get lucky as well.
Yeah. And have a lot of fun. And it's poker night weekend Saturday. So we should be able to watch several or the end and some of these games that we have on the slate. Oh yeah. USC Michigan State might be a good one to have on the TV.
Poker is not this week. It's next week.
What?
It's not this week.
Oh, are you sure about that?
I'm fairly certain, but maybe I'm looking at the wrong thing.
I would have showed up at their house. I better double check.
Yeah, you might want to double check.
Okay, I'll do that offline, so everybody's not sitting here looking at me scroll through texts, trying to figure out what night poker night is. Oh boy. So okay, Brad. I know you got bowling to go to.
Yep.
So I don't want to hold you up.
No. Well, but yeah, as we say, good luck, and we'll be texting back and forth all weekend long. So we'll be chatting with you, Mike, soon.
Yeah. Okay. So we got to plug this. Everybody that knows me and everybody that knows Brad need to go to the YouTube channel and hit subscribe. That subscribe button is very important to YouTube programs, podcasts, and such. Hit the subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything. It just means you like the show. It's like a like button or a follow button, like the follow button on Spotify. And then you can share this as well with anybody that you care about or you think would be interested in following us and watching us live on YouTube or listening to us on Spotify. So what we always say is subscribe, follow, like, share. Do those 4 things for us and we'll love you forever.
Absolutely.
All right, Brad. Good show. Good luck tonight. I hope you hit that 300 one of these times for bowling. And let's go.
We'll get off the show if I ever do.
Let's get a 6-0. All right.
All right.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks for joining.
We'll see you next week.